That spray can hiding in your toolbox could save you thousands in repair bills, but only if you know the right tricks and the dangerous mistakes to avoid. Most drivers waste money on fixes they could handle themselves. Tonight, I'm revealing real-world solutions that prevent costly breakdowns. Each method is tested, proven, and remarkably simple. We'll tackle waterlogged starters, seized hardware, terminal decay, and squealing components the smart way. But I'll also expose where this formula becomes your enemy. Applying it to belts, braking systems, or delicate sensors transforms a $5 can into a four-figure disaster. These are garage-tested techniques I've relied on for decades. Your wallet will thank you. Trick 19. Eliminate moisture from waterlogged ignition systems. You twist the ignition and hear nothing but sputtering, no fire, no power, just pure annoyance. Before blaming a faulty cell, consider this. Moisture infiltration causes 9 out of 10 no-start situations. After washing your vehicle, driving through standing water, or parking overnight in damp conditions, liquid seeps into coil packs, wire boots, and cap assemblies. Electricity takes unpredictable paths instead of sparking properly. Lift your hood and locate your moisture displacement spray. Apply it generously to coil packs, wire connectors, and distributor surfaces. The chemistry pushes out trapped liquid while creating a conductive surface layer. Pause 60 seconds, then crank your starter. The motor will roar alive as though nothing occurred. Smart maintenance tip. Incorporate this into monthly checks if you reside near salt water or frequently encounter precipitation. Light applications maintain dry ignition components, eliminate misfiring issues, and prevent unnecessary roadside assistance calls. When liquid can disable your power plant, frozen conditions can seal your entry points on bitter mornings. Trick 18. Release frozen entry mechanisms and latches. Sub-zero temperatures arrive, you're running behind schedule, and your door refuses to budge. The key turns, you yank the handle, nothing yields. Ice has crystallized inside the cylinder or latch assembly, and excessive force risks snapping your key or permanently jamming internal parts. Never use boiling water. It creates worse problems when refreezing occurs. The intelligent approach: shoot your formula straight into keyholes, latch points, or hinge zones. It dissolves ice accumulation, liquefies buildups, and evacuates hidden moisture pockets. Wait several moments, then retry your key or handle pull movement should return without resistance. After opening, remove excess residue with a cloth. Follow up with silicone-based lubricant on latches to prevent repeat freezing. Execute this before every cold front and entries will operate effortlessly every time. If freezing temperatures can lock mechanisms solid, oxidation can fuse fasteners together permanently. Let's discuss liberating those resistant threaded connections before they destroy your equipment and test your sanity. Trick 17. Free corroded fasteners and seized plug threads. Nothing derails straightforward maintenance faster than hardware that won't rotate. You apply more torque, your tool slides off, and suddenly one wrong twist away from complete failure. Corrosion bonds metal surfaces like cement. Once established, excessive pressure only creates catastrophe. The solution? Direct your formula onto corroded bolts or plug bases. Allow minimum 10-minute penetration time. Extend it for heavily seized components. The chemistry penetrates deep into thread valleys, dissolving oxidation and corrosion from within. Rather than forcing movement, tap the fastener lightly with your wrench or small hammer. That percussion helps the penetrant work deeper. Attempt rotation again. You'll sense it begin moving smoothly. For spark plugs, identical principles apply. Brief application, measured patience, and you'll prevent damaged threads or expensive cylinder head repairs. Beyond fighting existing corrosion, certain metal surfaces require defense before deterioration begins. Trick 16. Create protective barriers on bare metal surfaces. Oxidation requires no permission to start. It initiates the instant exposed steel contact's dampness, and once spreading begins, it consumes everything from hardware to body sections. Initial signs seem minor, but after several rainy weeks or one salt-covered highway journey, your underbody resembles ocean wreckage. Prevention beats cure every time. Apply thin protective layers to any exposed metal: door pivots, suspension components, fender liners, or equipment surfaces. It establishes a moisture barrier blocking water, sodium chloride, and oxygen, the three elements corrosion requires most. For underside parts, reapply quarterly, particularly before winter months or post-wash. This simple routine extends your vehicle's lifespan by years and prevents nightmares involving frozen bolts or disintegrating panels. Prevention beats cure every time. Protect before damage starts. Protection extends beyond metal. Your vehicle's wiring and plug assemblies face their own silent destroyer, terminal decay. When that invades, repair costs escalate rapidly. Trick 15. Shield electrical plug assemblies from corrosion. Your vehicle's electrical network functions like its neurological system. One compromised connection and everything malfunctions. Dampness, road salt, and contamination infiltrate plugs and sensor connections, corroding internal metal contacts. Before long, your instrument cluster illuminates with mysterious fault codes. Worse yet, your power plant behaves erratically without obvious cause. Prevention starts here. Whenever disconnecting plugs, headlamp assemblies, sensor connectors, or coil terminals, apply brief spray bursts. It evacuates trapped moisture while depositing a thin protective film preventing future decay. Treat battery posts, relay box connections, and trailer harnesses identically if you haul loads. For extended protection, supplement with dielectric compound on contact surfaces. That combination maintains clean electrical flow and steady current, sparing you from hunting phantom electrical gremlins later. Consider it affordable insurance for your wiring harness. One quick application today prevents $1,000 headaches tomorrow. Interested in additional techniques professionals keep confidential? View our presentation. 17 Vehicle Maintenance Secrets Mechanics Never Share. Trick 14. Restore hazy lens covers, temporary clarity. You've likely observed it. Your beam projectors appear foggy, lackluster, and discolored. It's not surface dirt. Oxidation gradually attacks the polymer lens material. That cloudiness doesn't merely harm your vehicle's appearance, it reduces nighttime visibility and makes you vulnerable to oncoming brightness. Most reach for abrasive paste or buffing kits. Here's a quicker remedy that genuinely works during emergencies. Wash lenses with detergent solution, then dry thoroughly. Mist light formula layers across lens surfaces and buff with clean microfiber material. Within moments, transparency returns. The chemistry breaks down surface oxidation while adding a slick, water-shedding layer helping light transmit like factory fresh. It's not permanent. Haziness returns within days, but perfect before extended drives, inspections, or special occasions. Quick, simple, and economical oxidation proves stubborn. But wait until you witness how this formula tackles something nastier bonded directly into your finish. Trick 13. Eliminate tree resin, road tar, and persistent contaminants. Nothing spoils a pristine vehicle faster than adhesive sap, heat-bonded asphalt, or highway residue clinging stubbornly. You attempt scrubbing and only scratch your finish. Razor edges are worse. They'll slice through your protective coating and cost hundreds fixing the professional technique. Shoot your formula directly onto sticky zones, whether tree resin on your hood, tar along rocker sections, or mystery deposits from expressways. Let it dwell approximately 1 minute. The chemistry softens deposits, breaking adhesion between grime and paint. Then wipe clean with fresh microfiber fabric. For resistant spots, repeat the process using circular motions. When finished, wash zones with soap solution, removing any remaining film. Your finish will feel smooth, glossy, and residue-free without single scratches. Clean your paint properly and don't neglect those faded adhesive decals and persistent stickers either. Trick 12. Remove aged stickers and adhesive remnants. Peeling aged stickers seems satisfying until confronting that ugly sticky residue refusing removal. Whether faded bumper declarations, expired parking permits, or dealer badges overstaying their welcome, scraping only worsens situations. You'll damage paint or spread adhesive deeper. The intelligent method: spray formula directly onto stickers or residue and wait approximately 60 seconds. The chemistry penetrates adhesive layers, softening them underneath. Then peel gently from one edge using fingers or plastic tools. For stubborn zones, reapply and wipe with microfiber cloth using small circular patterns once removed. Wash areas with warm, soapy water, eliminating oily films, and surfaces look brand new. Zero scratches, zero leftover adhesive. It's the simplest cleanup you'll perform. Functions on glass, paint, and even plastic trim. While discussing restoration details, let's address one frequently overlooked element revealing much about your vehicle. Trick 11. Clean corroded license mounting hardware and borders. Corroded mounting screws and stained borders can make even pristine vehicles appear neglected. Over time, precipitation, road sodium, and atmospheric moisture attack metal, leaving orange stains spreading across plates and paint. Ignore it sufficiently, and those tiny fasteners can freeze completely, fracturing next removal attempt. Fast remedy: spray formula directly onto screws and plate edges. Allow several minutes loosening corrosion, then use soft brushes or aged toothbrushes scrubbing away deposits. Wipe clean with microfiber material and your plate shines like new. Before reinstalling, apply another light protective coat, preventing future decay. It'll simplify removal next time. Small touches like this maintain sharp appearance and prevent long-term rust damage. Speaking of annoying deterioration, nothing broadcasts neglect louder than that squealing door you keep dismissing. Let's address that next. Trick 10. Silence squealing door pivot points. That squeal whenever opening your door isn't harmless. It's metal grinding metal. Over time, that friction degrades hinge pins and can even cause door misalignment. Most ignore it until too late, and corrections become body shop expenses. The simple silencing method: spray formula directly onto hinge joints, then swing the door repeatedly, working lubricant inward. Remove excess drips with rags. For persistent squeals, apply second light coating next day. The chemistry doesn't just quiet noise, it removes dirt and oxidation while depositing protective layers, keeping hinges moving smoothly. Execute this quarterly and you'll never face stiff or noisy doors again. If that tip saved hassle, press the like button, share with someone needing it, and subscribe for more intelligent vehicle shortcuts, saving time and money. Let's address another frequently ignored spot. Trick 9. Maintain fuel access door hinges and latches functioning. Press your fuel release and nothing responds. Manually tug it open and it feels jammed. Recognize this? That's because fuel door mechanisms accumulate contamination, corrosion, and moisture over time. When that buildup hardens, latches stick and sometimes springs won't release whatsoever. You end up prying it forcefully, bending hinges, or destroying latches completely. Maintenance for like-new operation. Open your fuel door and spray small amounts onto hinges, latches, and spring assemblies. Wait several seconds, then operate the door repeatedly, working it inward. Remove extra residue with cloths. The formula breaks up contamination, restores movement, and deposits protective layers, preventing oxidation reformation. Execute this quarterly, especially before rainy or winter periods. It's among those tiny habits preventing expensive corrections later. Since we're keeping things sliding smoothly, let's discuss another spot frequently sticking: your window channels. Trick 8. Lubricate window channel tracks. When power windows start dragging or squeaking, it's tempting blaming motors. But usually, the real culprit lies right in tracks. Contamination, particles, and dried lubricant accumulate inside those narrow rubber channels, forcing glass fighting its way upward. That strain doesn't just sound problematic, it destroys window motors over time. The correction: lower windows completely and spray light coatings along inner tracks, just enough loosening grime, not saturating rubber. Then, cycle windows repeatedly, spreading it evenly. Movement feels smoother instantly. For long-term care, finish with silicone spray, maintaining rubber flexibility and preventing future sticking. Execute this quarterly, especially residing in dusty or wet climates. It's a 2-minute habit, keeping windows gliding like new. Friction destroys your window tracks. Imagine what it's doing to wiper blades scraping across your windshield daily. Trick 7. Condition wiper blade rubber. Activate wipers and instead of clean sweeps, you get streaking, squealing, and juddering. That's not merely annoying, it's hazardous when precipitation or glare strikes. Over time, heat, ultraviolet exposure, and contamination dry out rubber, making it rigid and irregular. Most replace blades immediately, but you can often revive them within seconds. The method: lift wipers from windshields and clean first with damp cloths, removing dirt and particles. Then spray formula onto soft cloths and wipe along rubber edges, end to end. The chemistry reconditions blades, restores flexibility, and removes oily films causing streaking. Once finished, clean windshields, removing any residue. You'll notice quieter, smoother sweeps immediately. Execute this bi-weekly, especially during extreme temperatures, keeping wipers lasting longer and performing like new. Want maintaining that like-new appearance? Let's move inside. Your dashboard polymers could use identical treatment. Trick 6. Clean and restore dashboard polymer surfaces. Dusty dashboards can make even clean vehicles look exhausted. Over time, sunlight, heat, and skin oils cause polymers fading, cracking, and attracting dust magnetically. Many drivers grab harsh cleaners, leaving greasy shine or strong chemical odors, but there's a smarter, faster approach. Spray small amounts onto microfiber cloths, never directly on dashboards. Wipe across instrument panels, door sections, and center consoles using gentle strokes. It cuts through contamination, fingerprints, and aged protectant buildup within seconds. The result: smooth satin finishes looking fresh without feeling slippery. Plus, it deposits thin anti-static layers, helping repel dust for weeks. For textured zones or vents, use soft brushes or cotton applicators, lifting dirt from tight spaces before wiping clean. Let's handle something trickier. Trick 5. Remove crayon marks, gum, or sticky deposits inside. Nothing tests patience like discovering gum mashed into carpeting or melted crayon on seats. Children, snacks, and summer heat create perfect recipes for sticky disasters, seeming impossible cleaning. Scraping only spreads it wider, and most cleaners barely impact it. Professional handling. Spray small amounts directly on affected spots and let dwell approximately 1 minute. The formula breaks down waxes, sugars, and adhesives at their base. Then use plastic tools or soft cloths, lifting residue gently. For fabric seats or carpets, blot. Don't rub, avoiding pushing it deeper. Once gone, wipe zones with damp cloths and mild detergent, removing any leftover films. It works magically on vinyl, leather, or upholstery without causing damage or discoloration. As you're tackling interior details, don't overlook one of your vehicle's most critical protectors, the rubber weather sealing, keeping wind, particles, and precipitation outside. Trick 4. Protect rubber weather seal strips. Those rubber strips surrounding doors and trunk do more than just keep rain outside. They're your vehicle's first defense against leaks, wind noise, and dust. But constant exposure to sun, heat, and cold makes them dry, brittle, and prone to splitting. Once they lose flexibility, every downpour or wash becomes an invitation for water sneaking inward. Maintenance for tight sealing. Start wiping seals clean with damp cloths, removing dirt. Then spray formula onto rags and run along rubber surfaces. It rejuvenates material, prevents cracking, and deposits moisture-resistant layers, stopping doors from freezing shut during winter. Execute this quarterly. Takes under 5 minutes but can save hundreds in repairs and cabin leaks later. Your doors aren't the only parts needing corrosion protection, though. Let's pop hoods and discuss something quietly killing batteries: terminal corrosion. Trick 3. Eliminate battery terminal corrosion buildup. Pop your hood and examine your battery. See that white, green, or bluish crust on terminals? That's corrosion, acidic accumulation slowly strangling electrical flow. It causes weak starting, dim lighting, and can even damage alternators if left unchecked. Most ignore it until vehicles refuse starting, but prevention is fast and simple. The procedure: disconnect battery cables, negative first, then spray formula directly on terminals and clamps. Allow soaking 1 minute, breaking down corrosion. Then scrub gently with wire brushes or aged toothbrushes. Wipe clean with dry rags. Reconnect cables and finish with light protective coatings, preventing future accumulation. Execute this quarterly, especially before extended trips or winter weather. It maintains battery strength and electrical system health. Prevention is fast and simple when you know the right steps. If you want your vehicle running smoother and lasting longer, don't stop here. Watch our presentation: 17 habits making your vehicle last over 500,000 miles without major repairs. It's packed with habits every intelligent driver should know. Trick 2. Shield undercarriage assemblies from corrosion. The undercarriage faces the worst conditions: precipitation, mud, sodium chloride, and highway contamination slowly consuming metal parts you rarely observe. Control arms, subframes, and suspension mounts take the biggest punishment. Once oxidation establishes, it spreads rapidly. Before realizing it, bolts freeze, bushings deteriorate, and repairs start costing thousands. Prevention is straightforward. Jack your vehicle safely or have it lifted during service. Spray generous coatings onto exposed undercarriage parts, especially near wheel wells, suspension joints, and frame edges. The formula repels moisture, blocks salt, and maintains metal surfaces from corroding. Reapply quarterly, especially before winter or after driving wet, salty roads. This simple step can double the lifespan of critical assemblies and spare you from nightmares involving rusted bolts and frame damage. Speaking of moisture, sometimes it doesn't just attack from below, it infiltrates your engine after flooding. Here's how this formula helps you restart safely when that occurs. Trick 1. Emergency flood restart procedure. Few situations are more frightening than your vehicle stalling after driving through deep water. The engine sputters, lights flicker, and you're left stranded wondering if it's finished. But in many situations, it's not the end, just moisture choking your ignition system. Emergency procedure if your vehicle won't start after flooding or heavy precipitation. First, don't keep cranking the engine. That can cause serious damage if water entered cylinders. Instead, lift your hood and locate ignition components, spark plug wires, coils, and distributor if your vehicle has one. Spray generously over these parts. The formula drives out trapped water, dries rapidly, and coats surfaces, restoring proper spark. Wait 1 or 2 minutes, then attempt starting. More often than not, it'll fire right up. Water displacement power can save tow bills and get you moving again when it matters most. Keep a small can in your glove compartment or trunk. You never know when you'll need it. One quick spray could be the difference between reaching home and getting stranded. This formula can save thousands, but it's not the only secret professionals keep quiet. Some fuel additives can actually destroy your engine, while others make it run smoother than ever. Don't miss what's next. Watch our presentation, 7 fuel additives mechanics don't want you knowing it could save you even more. Thank you so much.